They all go to the visitor center after seeing the Brachiosaurus, and the set design, they were not finished. They started filming early. So Spielberg, since he like the park was still building, like in that universe, he's like, okay, so let the set designers design the park in the movie. And I thought that was pretty cool how they included it. So these are the people in the back are actually like workers that worked on the movie, like made the set, and I thought that was really cool. They start the lab tour, and we're introduced to Mr. DNA, and he explains that the dinosaurs, that there's gaps in the holes, and so they just put frog DNA in them, and that's like foreshadowing. Then they go inside the lab where all the baby dinosaurs are. So they go into the science lab, and Dr. Wu is there. He's like the main villain of the, like, other than Dodgson, he's the main villain. He appears in the movies explaining his, like, he has character development, but that's later in the franchise. He's just in this one scene, and he's using a pencil and using the eraser. And in labs, you're not supposed to use that. You just use pen, so you don't, like, you just have to use pen. And that just shows that he's already not listening to what he has to do. And after Jeff Goldblum, he talks about how he feels because they're controlling the chromosomes of the dinosaurs to make them female on purpose. And so he's like, you know,
if there's one thing the history of evolution has taught us, it's that life will not be contained. Life breaks free, it expands to new territories, and it crashes through barriers painfully, maybe even dangerously, but, well, there it is. There it is.
You're implying that a group composed entirely of female animals will breed?
No, I'm simply saying that life, finds a way.
Then they all have lunch, which is an interesting scene to see all the viewpoints of the different characters and see how they feel on the park. Like, the lawyer is just like, and John Hammond is like, no, we want the whole world to see these animals. They deserve the whole world, not just the rich. That just shows how good Hammond is. And then Malcolm talks about the science and the dangers of it, and personally, I think that's it. Scientists should still use that in the modern day, because there's some things that we should not be experimenting with, like bringing back dinosaurs.
Yeah, don't you see the danger, John, inherent in what you're doing here? Genetic power is the most awesome force the planet's ever seen, but you wield it like a kid that's found his dad's gun.
It's hardly appropriate to start hurling generalizations.
If I may, I'll tell you the problem with the scientific power that you're using here. It didn't require any discipline to attain it. You know, you read what others had done, and you took the next step. You didn't earn the knowledge for yourselves, so you don't take any responsibility for it. You stood on the shoulders of geniuses to accomplish something as fast as you could, and before you even knew what you had, you patented it and packaged it and slapped it on a plastic lunchbox, and now you're selling it. You want to sell it. Well, yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should. Hold on. This isn't some species that was obliterated by deforestation or the building of a dam. Dinosaurs had their shot, and nature selected them for extinction. Well, what's so great about discovery? It's a violent, penetrative act that scars what it explores, what you call discovery. I call the rape of the natural world.
Ellie and Alan, they're both like, they're millions and millions, and like 65 million years apart. You can't just put them back together and expect it to be good. And it's very dangerous. And I like the different viewpoints that all the characters have.